Right then, you horrible lot. This week on Burntwolf Airsoft, I shall be taking a look at Airsoft and the UK law. First thing I'm going to have a look at is UKARA. UKARA is an independent body governing over the sale of Airsoft RIFS in the UK. It stands for United Kingdom Airsoft Retailers Association, and it's basically a way for Airsoft retailers to ensure that they're selling a RIF to someone with a valid reason to own one. From what I can make out, it covers the seller's back more than anything, as there are many ways criminals could gain access to a real or imitation firearm regardless of the laws in place. I mean, it's hard to be a criminal if you're not prepared to break some laws. That's what politicians do. In order to register, you must be over 18 and have played 3 games or more at the same site over a period of no less than 3 months. This is to show that you're an active player and have a valid defense to own something that you could use to get into a lot of trouble. Registering is done through your regular game site. You fill in a short form and have to provide ID to prove you really are called McLovin. Some sites charge for this service, others don't. But remember, it needs to be renewed each year. If you're not registered, you can only purchase 2-tone airsoft guns, where about half of the gun is painted in a bright colour. It appears, however, that there is no law against receiving a RIF as a gift. There also appears to be nothing in the law against owning one either. However, if found in possession of one, it would be down to the police's discretion if you could keep it. And if caught in a bank carrying one along with your favourite balaclava and swag bag, or with it tucked down your trousers prowling the streets at night, the law would treat it as a real firearm, and you would be in a world of shit. On a side note, if you were silly enough to attempt to rob a bank with a banana, pretending it was a gun, the same rules would actually apply. My suggestion to anyone, UKARA registered or not, is to treat your RIF as the real steel. Only transport it in a bag or box when there is a valid reason to do so, like going to a game or getting it repaired. I would also highly recommend a lockable box or gun bag to ensure that if stopped by the police, the RIF is not quick access. I would avoid using it in your back garden too, but if you really have to, ensure you're shooting into a BB trap or pillowcase to prevent rebounding BBs. And please pop round the neighbours and let them know what you're up to, and what you're using is basically a toy. Stops the armed police turning up and giving the sport a bad name. I shouldn't have to mention anything about everyone in the vicinity wearing suitable eye protection, or not shooting small animals or children, but it appears I just have. Also, whilst travelling to and from games, refrain from holding your RIF in the car or leaving RIFs on display when parked up. Every idiot that uses a RIF irresponsibly gives the anti-airsoft lot more justification to ban the sport. It's a shame it doesn't work the other way around though, as every day thousands and thousands of airsofters don't do anything inappropriate with their RIFs other than C-clamping and dressing in full gear and taking selfies. Recently the law has changed around the FPS limits on airsoft guns. It's caused quite a stir, even though the changes are over the limit of most UK sites. Anything shooting at or capable of obtaining over 370 foot per second on .2 BBs and capable of full auto is classed as a Section 5 firearm. This is one of the harder to get licenses in the UK, as it includes assault rifles, pistols, and also rocket launchers. Possession of any of these carries a minimum of a 5-year sentence. Any single or semi-automatic airsoft rifle shooting over 520 FPS on .2s is classed as an air rifle, and shooting someone with such an airsoft gun would be classed as an assault. If you happen to have such an airsoft gun, my advice to you is to take the spring out and replace it if you can, or try lowering the FPS by leaving the bolt in a back position for months on end to weaken the spring. If none of this works, I would suggest destroying the RIF, as sad as it sounds. For those with adjustable HPA systems, I would suggest adjusting the RIF to a safe FPS, gluing the adjuster in position, and then rounding out the adjuster screw head, which is a shame to do, I know, but needs must, I guess. And that pretty much covers all I can think of. It's a shame of the current times and low public opinion of guns causing trouble over what are essentially mean-looking toys. However, just like anything, it's always a few idiots that ruin things for everyone else, and I encourage everyone to use their RIFs in a thoughtful and responsible manner, or to find another sport. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyway, back to what you were doing. At ease.